Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? We're going to talk about editing my vlog. We're going to talk about editing in general, but I'm just going to use my vlog as an example, so it's a quick way. So if you're like, hey, what is kind of like your thought process when you get ready to edit a video? And so we're going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about 3 different apps I use and kind of the mindset about why I use 3 different apps to edit my videos. And crazy cats, okay? That's all I'm going to say, just crazy cats. So probably my favorite app lately has been a program called InShot on my phone. So let's do a demo on the phone. Yeah. All right, so InShot. And I really like this app. I'm like, I bought it because somebody said, hey, it's a great app. And I've kept using it. And the crazy thing is that, wow, once you buy it, you're done. You don't have to keep buying it, at least when I bought it. So let's hope that's how it is. So I'm going to do new video and new, and then I'm going to pick, so this is a long one. I picked this one. So it's one I did this evening for release for tomorrow, and bring it in. And then really the art for me of editing is first going through and getting rid of all the unnecessary bits. So while the video is 11 minutes, I figure when I get through cutting it down, it may be 5 to 8. And so I go through first and just kind of find where I kind of start talking, because I'll do kind of a warm up. I'll just kind of think through my thoughts and I'll get started. And so I may not have anything to say. Oop, I say something there. So today's question is, what did we learn today? Bump up the volume here. So you may not be able to hear it, but the point is, hey, I did start talking. So today's question is, right there. Okay, so I'm going to go, and then there's a split option. So I'll hit split, I'll click there, I'll hit delete. And I will just keep going through this process back and forth until I edit it down, until it's just the essentials. I never know sometimes what to leave in. Sometimes I wonder, does anybody like to watch me drive? Is there like an ASMR and just me driving and not saying anything? Does anybody even care? Do they want just the parts where I talk? And so I will go through and edit it down and try to get rid of as much as I possibly can, you know. So I'll know, for example, at the end, there was a part I didn't have access to turn it off from recording. So I know that I'll have to back up and find the part where I said bye. So usually I'll have a wave. I'll see myself waving, and I know that's when I ended it, but I'll have to go look. And so I'll go through and go through that process, and let's see, looks like that's when I said bye. Okay, and there, I'm gonna cut it right there. So I'll do a split, and then I will delete that part. So already I've shrunk the video down a fair amount already, and I will just go back and forth. And again, this is a program called InShot, works on iPhone. I'm 93% sure it's also available on Android. I'll have to double check that, but definitely for iPhone. And then I will go through and keep going back and forth, taking out parts that I don't need in the video. And so the thing is then I'm done, and I'll skip a bunch of steps because I will be a while editing. But what I do like is that I can then go to text, and then it has a caption feature built in. This is like, I didn't know it had a captions feature. I had gotten another program just because I didn't know it had a captions feature in it. So I go to captions, and I'll tell it to start, and it will then go through captioning my video. Now, there's one other step I left out, and we'll get that to in a minute. I also go and I tell it to denoise the video. InShot does not do a great job of denoise the video, but if you've listened to my car videos, you'll see the car's kind of loud, especially if you have like air conditioning or the windows open and that type of thing, or if in my truck, which is really loud. And so I go through this process of trying to make my video quieter. So I'm waiting on the caption piece to go through. It does go pretty quick. Granted, this is a long video because I haven't cut it down. So, all right, so it's done with the captions. And then as I play, get to a section where captions actually pop up. This may be a quiet part I need to cut. There's like my first caption. So that's my first caption, and then I will tap on it, and then there's an edit feature right here, an edit button. I'll hit the edit button, and I will go and I will choose a different font because the system is kind of small, hard to read. I have done Babus, but that one seems too big sometimes. So I'll go back and I'll do Helvetica New Medium, and I'll click there. And so then as it plays, and I go through and then watch my captions. And I find that InShot does a pretty decent job. It's rare that I have to go and make changes to the captions. So let me stop it. Then you'll see a volume icon. So right there's the volume icon right beside the trash can. I'll hit the volume, and I will hit the denoise option, which is strangely not showing up on my screen. I don't know. It's there, I swear. Let's see if I can get this a little bit bigger. Nope. So right here, if my mouse was showing, there is a denoise underneath my picture. That's that little icon there. And then I'll also bump up the volume because I know that if I denoise, it's going to drop down the volume level of my audio. And so I'll then check on that. And then,
Anyway, I hope you had an amazing day.
So it's a little bit louder. So I definitely do have to do some work. I don't know if you guys are even hear it. You probably aren't. So I've got to do some work to make that better.
So today's question is...
Yeah. So I've got to go through in the editing process. And then what I'll do is I will go to, there's a music icon. I'll click on the music icon, and I will go click on music and then imported. And so I use Epidemic sound, and so I'll just choose that. So that's too loud. I know I have to go and drop it, and I'll tap on it, and I'll click on the volume icon, and I will drop it down to about 9 to 12% depending on the video. Click on there, and then there. So
we learned today.
So that's what my video would be like normally. So, and I like that I can go out of it and come back. So let's go Epidemic sound. So I'll go to Epidemic sound, and I will find like an instrumental or acoustic. I'll find something that kind of matches the vibe for the video that I'm doing, and I'll try to find something instrumental. Let's see what it sounds like. I have no idea if you guys are hearing it or not, but kind of like that. Okay, so then I will then go and I'll say download, and I'll save the files, and I'll save it, and then going back to InShot, so pause it there. I'll go back to InShot and back to music, and so I'm going to tap on this and delete the music that I added, and I'll click on that again, and I'll do imported, and then I'll do this import button right here beside the sprocket, import, and I'll say files, and then it'll show the last song I got from Epidemic, and I'll say you want it to be music. Yep, that's definitely music, and add it, and then I'll click on it and say use. So, and then I want to check the volume on it. So I'll have to drop the volume down low so that it doesn't overwhelm. Sometimes I mess up and I make it too loud, I know. So,
good question.
I'm just kind of looking for a kind of a background vibe. It's not as scientific as if I do it on Final Cut Pro and I'm doing it in my ears, but anyway. But that would be my process, and then when I got done, I'd go here and say save the video. I do 4K, and then for YouTube, you always want to do MP4 instead of MOV. So you can set the defaults, and it will save it. So that's my process on my phone editing the video. And so a lot of times to get a video out quick, I'll do it on InShot. It goes very quickly. If I've got something I want to do very intricate, then I'm going to use something else. Or if I want to get, I don't know. So that's very simple. Now, InShot has a ton of features, green screen and tracking and all kind of stuff like that. And for a simple vlog, I don't do any of that kind of stuff. I just do a very simple edit like that. So that is my process with InShot and how I do that. So Let's go and say hi to some folks. I see some folks out there. Oh, let's see who's out there. I saw Stuart was first. Ta-da. Hey, first to chat, Stuart. Laura, welcome. Dagan. Marcus, awake in the middle of the night, behind the scenes. Hey, Adam, how you doing tonight? There, Fish Stick. Philip, how you doing too? I too like and use InShot. Yeah, I do love InShot. All right. Oh, sorry, coming in late. Was on the road. No, that's cool. Let me show you something, Lala. Okay, hang on. Okay, here we go. This is yeah. This is from Lala Mommy Guide's merch shop. I bought this. This is the art of war from her merch shop. So I got it. It came yesterday. I was like, hey, I'm gonna wear it tonight on my show. So Lala, thank you for the shirt. I really like it. I like the stuff in your merch shop. And I picked this out. Yeah, I like this. So good times. Oops. Yeah. Let's try it again. Yeah, no countdown clock tonight. No, that was just for my Sunday episode. I'm gonna do that on Sundays. I'm gonna run this one until the show's done. So, however long it takes to cover my topic. Mommy Guy saying hi to Stuart, Laura, and Adam, and Dagan, and Marcus, and Philip. Evening, all. Hey, Pierre, how you doing? Hey, Mommy God. Hey, Mommy God. So for phone, it's InShot. Yes. Well, I have CapCut on the phone, but I don't like it as well on the phone. I actually don't like CapCut at all, but that's a different topic. I actually have captions, which I also use for editing. Hey, Dan, how you doing tonight? Hadn't seen you in a bit. Welcome. Nice shirt. Yes, Lala makes nice shirts. So this is from her merch shop. So you have to go to her channel and see her merch shopping, order it from there. I do use an app called Captions, which I have a subscription to. I love the captioning in the Captions app, and I do like editing in there. But now that I found InShot does it, then there's no benefit to me to keep the Captions app. The other thing is, for a brief period of time, I was hacking Captions. I would take full videos from my Mac and airdrop them to my phone because Captions would let me do captions on long form videos. Well, they've since fixed that bug, and so now it will only let you edit a 5-minute video. So 5 minutes is not always long enough for me. So it also has like a 5 gig limit. So if I do it in 4K, so Captions is out. Whenever the subscription runs out, I will not be renewing Captions. I'll just use InShot on my phone. So yeah. So I was sad, but that's how it goes. Yep. Yeah. Hi guys. Hey Dan, good morning all my friends. I mean good evening. It is evening here, yes. I use CapCut for short and for long form, but I think I'll try CapCut desktop for my long form. I'm going to show you CapCut on the desktop here in just a few minutes because I do use it. I use DaVinci, CapCut, and Canva. I have got to get into editing video on Canva. I've got friends that are doing it and they love it. Obviously, Amy, you like it, so I do need to look at that. I did download DaVinci again. I used to have DaVinci Resolve and play a little bit, but I have what up, WGAC? All right. You wearing my shirt? Yeah, Lala, I'm wearing your shirt. Using CapCut might be problematic here due to the owner's struggle with discovery. Yes, that is the other thing, is that the owners of TikTok own CapCut. And there for a long time, yes, most definitely InShot can do captions. I will tell you it takes a little bit of patience to format them, but if you just go for like captions and you don't have to have big bold letters and stuff, really easy. But going in there and trying to format it and get it spaced up, it does take a little bit, yeah. That's why I'm moving to the script. Yeah, the script is amazing. I can edit video in Canva, but I prefer not to. I still have to practice on the script, Dan. Marcus started to help me with the script, just haven't practiced. Yeah, I have a training video that somebody did for me on the script. I have no excuse, but the problem is, do I want the script or do I want Capture Magic? I can't afford to be paying for all these subscriptions, so you guys tell me which one I should be using. So, definitely, I got a poll on this night's episode. So definitely, here just lurking. Hey, Benny, welcome back. I'm here, but just lurking. All right. So now I want to show you editing with CapCut. So, and kind of show you my process there. It's not that different. It just has to be on the desktop. So let's go and begin the sharing. All right. So here's CapCut. So, you get ready to start a new project. Move that out of the way. There we go. New project. Import. And then I usually airdrop stuff from my phone over and then drag it down. So here, to me, it's very much like Final Cut Pro, which I use. It may be very close to DaVinci. I haven't spent enough time in there to give it the full benefit. DaVinci's free until you need, if you want captioning for DaVinci, you do have to buy the full version. But like Final Cut Pro, it's one and done as opposed to all these subscription apps. Definitely the first thing I do, I have to kind of drag it out so that I can make the timeline, and I'll go through and just kind of find where I start talking and start cutting stuff. Yep. So I go through and I find where I start talking at. Obviously, I see a little blip right there, so obviously I start talking there. And like Final Cut, Control B or Command B lets me cut that part out. So then I'll go through and I'll just keep editing and I'll go through that process. Now, you have to have the pro version to really do captions. Now, it used to be you could do some captions with the free version, but if you want to do anything interesting, then you have to do. But I find that CapCut's captioning feature is awful. I know it because I'll go to text and I'll do auto captions, English, and I'll say generate. And I have to go through and edit what it does so often because it misses my words. And so, I don't know, InShot does a better job than CapCut at picking my words out. So either it understands my southern accent. I live in the southern United States, so I have a southern-ish accent, depending on who I'm hanging out with. Do you do that? I have a habit if I hang out with somebody with an accent, I will accidentally start trying to use their accent. I don't mean to. I swear I'm not trying to, do anything, but it will go through and speech recognize. And then I will go through and find, what. And the thing is, I don't like the current caption saying. So then with the pro version, you can go and choose like tons of different, you can do the quick brown fox, one really, so then I'll go through and I'll show stuff and yep. I don't really like that one, but it's, let me do a zoom in so you kind of see it. Let's see if my zoom is going to work tonight. So there you go. So it looks like that. And that was okay. I would keep messing around until I find one I like. I don't like the spacing. It does some weird spacing sometimes. So I have to go in there and kind of fix that. Because like, where's the, that type of thing. So you have to go through that process and keep going through it until you kind of figure out what's missing and how to fix it. And so, yeah, that's what I go through, and I keep doing that process. And then when I get done, I also use DaVinci. Epidemic. So I have Epidemic on speed dial, and I will go and find a song. And I don't think the song is appropriate for this video because I will try to match up. I don't really like that one. It sounds good, but after a while, though, Epidemic will go through and say, oh, hey, I think I got the idea of some videos you would like based on your channel. Once you download. And see, normally I'll go with just instrumentals. I'll do jazz or I'll do hip hop. So, Jazz Mister. That's kind of cool, but a little too fast. Pretty sure I've used that one before. I like that one. So I'll download it. Since Epidemic is a subscription, I will make sure I save it. I have a folder where I put all my Epidemic music to make sure that if I ever quit Epidemic that I don't accidentally use it and get myself in copyright police jail. So then, so I do like that. And then I will go and I will find it and I will drag it in the CapCut. So, but here's the other thing I haven't done yet. I need to go to audio. It would be nice if I could zoom in and show you, but let's do this. All right. So I'll go inside audio and I will go and bump up my volume, and it does have some, it will take out noise cancel. It will do some noise cleanup for me. So I'll go through and I will have it clean up noise in the audio so I can kind of mute the car sounds in my car, And so, when I'm in my studio, it's not a problem because I got this great mic and I talk right into it and it goes right into the video. So everything's working good there. But so this is my process I go through to kind of clean that stuff up, and I will bump up the volume. And you don't want to bump it up too much. I try to stay I try to stay below 12 dB because that will, it'll fizzle. It won't be good. It just won't be good. But you can also do loudness normalization. But sometimes I find that just kind of sucks the wind out of things. But you go through, and right here's the setting. Let me look at it. Let me zoom in for you now. Okay, so right here you have enhance video, enhance voice. That's a pro feature. So I will turn on enhance voice. That's weird. It says it can't enhance in a clip longer than 15 minutes. I've never seen that before. That's interesting. Well, I've normally edited it down, so the clip's too long. I haven't done a lot of editing yet to shrink it down. So when I get down to about 5 to 8 minutes, which is my normal range where I try to get my video link to for my vlogs, then it will let me turn those features on and clean it up. And then I'll have to bump up my voice because it also takes a lot of the levels out of my voice. So I have to raise the voice so that you can hear me clearly. And then I'll put the music in, and then on the music, I will drop the volume down. So I'll go here and drop it down. Usually to like 19 or 20, negative 19 or 20 dB so that it doesn't overwhelm. And luckily when I'm on the computer, I can listen in my headphones. I can go back and forth and I do that process I'm hearing. So yeah, so you can do captions. And like I said, I do find that with CapCut, I do have to go and edit the script, edit the captions because it does not do a fantastic job. It's probably about 90% accurate is what I'm going to say. I would say InShot is about 97% accurate in my experience. Your mileage may vary, but that's been my experience with CapCut is about 90% accurate. So I have to do a lot of maybe less than 90 because it's where I have to change it a lot. So anyway, the other part, it does have a feature to take out the ums. So you can have it take out ums. But the catch with that is, turns out I say a lot. So it takes out a lot. It gets very choppy and doesn't feel right. So that is my kind of fun, happy time there with CapCut. And so I'm not going to save that project. So, all right, going back to the boards. Shout out. Let's go back. Wow, lots of stuff. All right. So true. We need one that can accomplish all the things. Too many subscriptions. Yeah, I have too many subscriptions. I am purging. If I find something that does multiple things, then I'm happy. Yep. Adam says running Descriptive DaVinci. Hey, Benny, thanks for being here. That looks familiar. Yep. Friends, thanks for being here. Please don't forget to hit the like button if you're enjoying this. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, definitely. Actually, hit the like button even if you aren't enjoying it. Let's see if we can fake out YouTube to think that my video is amazing. So, CapCut have worked best for me. Oh, that's good. I'm glad digging because they do not work great for me. I do like the font format, the different formats for captions in CapCut, but I don't like. Yeah, the other part I hate about CapCut is that you have to buy the pro version to stop putting that watermark at the end that you have to edit out every time. And so for my shorts, I use Splice, then bring it in the captions. That would be great. Just have just one. Yep. DaVinci gets most of my words, even if I have weird pronunciation sometimes. I only have to correct a few. Oh, that's good. Marcus, is DaVinci only does the captions if you have the pro version. Is that correct? Answer that. DaVinci. So DaVinci does have a free version that does a lot of stuff. I mean, it for 99% of people, it does everything. But if you need captions, I think that's a paid feature. Marcus says, yeah, okay. For some features like captions, you need to purchase one time. Yep. Yeah. What's fam? Stopping by. It's just love. Hey, Johnny, how you doing? I've been seeing you've been releasing some videos, sir. I've been trying to catch up. Yeah, no, there is no site fully free. That is true. But I mean, you gotta think the work at least, well, at least that's a one-time purchase. Honestly, Marcus, a talent challenge with DaVinci would be okay for me. Or stick the iMovie and Final Cut Pro. So if you bought DaVinci, it does have captions, and so that's something that Final Cut Pro does not have. And I keep hoping that. By the way, I already gave up on scenery. Doesn't measure up. Yeah, I tried it once. So welcome, Johnny. Hey, mommy. If you've already learned Final Cut, keep using it. Else, I recommend DaVinci. So here's the craziness that's me, and we'll talk about that, is that because if I want captions, but I want to do very intricate editing, and I am more comfortable in Final Cut Pro than the rest of them, though I am getting really good at InShot. I do love InShot. Why DaVinci versus the script? That's a good question. So Marcus, why? I really want for saying correlation between background music resulting in higher views. My most viewed views don't have 80. Could just be me. I actually don't. It's not a correlation. I don't even care about that, Adam. But that's a good point. If my music really set the mood, then it would be great. There's been some of my videos I've released, and I did the music, and man, I just loved it. And I do it for me more so than, hey, will people like it? And I've had people comment and say, man, the music's really good. So I don't know if that brings people to view it. Yeah, so it's a one-time purchase or even free for most things. Yep. Marcus, but the actual program, which is better? DaVinci is far more affordable than the script. That is true. You will keep paying for the script forever, 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 forever. I didn't do too much with the script, Dan. Yeah, I tried it. I hated the interface for it on the script. If you feed CapCut red wine, the captions become more accurate. Oh, it's good to know, Dan. Good to know. I got to figure out how to do that. I am still using LumaFusion. Oh, cool. I don't have any experience with LumaFusion, Johnny. Maybe we should bring you on sometime. You come talk about it to us. Does anybody know the DaVinci Code? I know of the DaVinci Code, and I have read of the book, and I have watched of the movie. So, thanks, Marcus. Yeah. All right. So the third thing I wanted to show, and it's really, I'll admit, this is not really. The problem is that this is a Mac product. It's Final Cut Pro. And I just have been using it for a long time. I've added a lot of plugins for Motion VFX. But Motion VFX also makes great plugins for DaVinci. And I'm not sponsored. I'm not selling any Motion VFX. They are having a sale right now because they're celebrating how many years. But anyway, I don't have a code or anything. But if you use DaVinci and you want to use plugins from Motion VFX, they're having a sale. So as of recording of this video, but I use Final Cut Pro to do kind of my intricate stuff, and because I have so many plugins, and it's where you started, and really you kind of fall in love with whatever you started with, unless it just winds up being a heaping mess of junk. So I go through a process. I'll do file new, I'll do new project. I almost want to call it Tuesdays at Worry. Okay. Yeah, and I don't even know. And then I do I do these videos in 4K. I use the back cameras on my iPhone, and I record in 4K. And so, click OK. I got a new project. It's in my downloads bin because that's where I airdropped it. And I'll go and drop it. But you could do all of this on a PC with DaVinci Resolve and however you get stuff there. And so I really like being able to see the, sound underneath. I like going in, and I'll go up here and I'll say, I'll show you. So I'll do the voice isolation. I like the voice isolation in Final Cut Pro better than I do in InShot or CapCut. It just works better for me. But DaVinci may have the same capability, and so I don't have any experience with DaVinci. And DaVinci, of course, works on Mac and on PC. And I suggest if you're on a PC that you should go get DaVinci Resolve. For the price, it is great. And so I would try that out and see if DaVinci gives you what you want. So I will do that. But when I do this voice isolation, and I probably should have showed you before and after, you will notice, let me do undo. Look here and see. Notice that my audio has dropped like crazy down here. Ooh, that was a weird thing. Am I still working? Something froze. Let's change scenes to see if I go back. There we go. Back. And back. Okay, there we go. I look like I froze for a second. I don't know if you guys saw me freeze or not, but I look like I froze. But anyway, so you're back now. So notice when I do the voice isolation, I did that zoom in. It takes a lot of the levels out. So I have to go and then go up here to volume, and I'll go. And if you watch it, and I know you can't see because it's not zoomed in, but let's go zoom in. Okay. When I adjust it, I have to be careful because right here I'm getting it too high, and that's interesting. My little program I'm using to share screens with is freezing me. There we go, back again. So I don't know if you guys are seeing it freeze, but it's freezing for me. I think it's my it says my storage is almost full. That is so interesting. Empty trash. Okay, all right. So anyway, so that's the kind of stuff I go through. So anyway, then, yes, please empty trash. And go back to Final Cut Pro. Continue. All right, so anyway, so I'll go through my editing process and cut it. But Final Cut Pro doesn't have captions. So what I'll do is I will literally edit my video all the way and make it like I want. And then, all right, so let's go at, yeah, okay, cool. Cancel task. Final Cut Pro. Ta-da. All right, so anyway, looks like I gotta do a cleanup on aisle 9. I love when things want to crash and burn right in the middle of my video. So anyway, leave the trash. So I got things fussing about I don't have enough space. So move the trash. Okay. All right. I'm freeing up space on the Mac. I've been editing so many 4K videos that eventually it fills up your hard drive. That is twoof. That is twoof. So all the video. Let's go see. Yep. So going through and having to clean up on aisle 9. Anyway, so what I'll do is I will take my Final Cut video when I'm done, and I will move it to my phone, and then I will do InShot captions on my video, and then I will export it out and then upload it to YouTube from my phone. So I know that sounds like a bag of crazy, but with Final Cut Pro not having captions, and it seems that the videos that I have captions on are received better than the videos that I don't. And since, I've got a fair amount of people watch on mobile devices, and they probably don't even listen to the audio, so it may not even matter, like I said, Adam, about the music. So that's the challenge that we have is things like that. So let's Let's go see. It's great to hear your comments and experience different platforms. Yeah, and I have edited one video on 3 different platforms because it was very quick to do a certain thing a certain way. So the script is better for talk-heavy videos because it uses a word processor model to edit. DaVinci is better for visual videos. Good to know. The script also has some killer AI tools that are game changers, like eye contact correcting. Wait, I have to look at people? Oh, okay, no. Adobe Premiere for me. Yeah. Thank you, Adam. That's my brother's name. Only difference is I like you. And Studio Sound. It's amazing. Yeah, I do. My closest friend growing up has your name, Dan Roth. In the paid version of DaVinci, lets you select clips by text as well, but that's more straightforward in the script. Very interesting. How I wish there was one platform to do all things. Yeah. Will Roy doing that not degrade the quality of the video? It retains it. So I guess I'm trying to make sure I understand the question. I will say that if your video is in 4K, then I do find my editing doesn't seem to make any difference in the quality of the video. Mainly because if you start at 4K, you can do a lot of stuff at 4K until it eases down toward 1080. Why do I do 4K? Because I can. I don't even, if you're looking at videos on a mobile device, 99% of the time, it is downscaling to 720. 720. So at 720p, here's my 4K video, scaled down to 720. And so, what's it matter? But then there are people that say, hey, I'm watching your show on TV, so I want to be at higher quality video so that looks good on a 8K or 4K TV. And so, yeah, that's just why I do it. And, does somebody want to see the very crevices of my face and the wrinkles? No, they probably don't. So I don't know if that makes any difference at all. But it's just a thing. And in my car, because I can, I do. So, yeah, it's weird. It's a weird world. So morning thoughts are done. This is an iPhone 13 Pro Max. iPhone 13 Pro Max. And I point the rear these cameras at me, these lenses at myself, and record using that. So that's what I do. And I have a car mount that I use. It's like a GoPro mount, but it's strong enough to do an iPhone, and it theoretically could do a mirrorless camera, but if it gets really hot, it falls. So I wouldn't want to put a mirrorless camera in that kind of harm's way. But that's what I use. It works really well for me. I do have a video where I talk about my process for doing my vlog videos. Hey, I'm about to go to bed, but I want to say hello first. Hey, Tatiana, welcome. Loved you on Creative Amplifier show the other day. That was awesome. I bet when you put it in shot, nobody's gonna notice, Lala. Nobody's gonna notice. It's gonna be so negligible. It's gonna be negligible, so they won't notice, and so it's okay. I feel when I do that with captions, sometimes the final quality is not so good anymore. Really? Well, so I do make sure in InShot that I export out as a 4K video, because by default it exports at 1080. So you need to make sure you set that setting to 4K when you export out. Yes, some of my scenes do have music. I'm sorry. That was my pre-opening scene. I'm watching my 75-inch. Wow. Benny should take a picture and DM me on Instagram and send it to us. I'd love to see what it looks like. The scene with just you. Yeah. So here's this scene, but then this scene has music. Or is it this one? This one. One of these has music. Okay, it had music. I swear. It had music. Hey, everyone. Hopefully the music wasn't too loud. It probably is too loud. I have the music jacked up, I see. So, yeah. Anyway. But that's my whole process that I go through. You know, what's been your editing experience? What do you guys use? Let's go see what the poll looks like. I got a poll running. So let's go see YouTube Studio. I'll do my Chrome sharing. There we go. All right. So, content, live, studio. All right, let's see how the poll went. I'm going to end the poll now. Last chance. Everybody go vote. Go vote in the poll. I'm getting ready to close it out. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. End poll. All right, the poll is ended. All right, so final results. Let's zoom in here. And of course, it's not showing. Yay, I love it when it works that way. Let's see what happens if I do screen share. There we go. All right. What video tool to use? 37% said DaVinci, 37% said Adobe Premiere, 25% said Final Cut Pro, and nobody said CapCut. I'm a little bit surprised. I'm a little bit surprised, but not that surprised. I'm not a huge fan of CapCut, but I needed captions for a video for a project I was doing, and I bought the stupid subscription. It was on sale, but I do not ever want to renew that again. So yeah, let's not do that. Let's go. All right, yeah. I use Final Cut Pro in the script and CapCut mobile editing. Yeah. Same DaVinci and Adobe in a deadlock. Yeah, I mean, you cannot beat the price for DaVinci unless you want the captions. And even then, you can't beat the price because DaVinci is a one and done. You pay right at $300 US, $295 I think US, and then you own it. It's yours forever and ever until the world goes crazy. And so, yeah, that's it. All right. Any last thoughts before I call it a night? Thank you so much, everybody who came out. I gave you my InShot process. I gave you my rest of my processes to kind of show you what I go through, and I love InShot. I use it quite a lot now because I have to get those videos out before I start work, and so but a lot of times I'll edit them after work for the next day. So if you wonder why is this video one day behind, it's because, well, when work starts, and so I have a day job that I do. Yeah, just looks normal. I'm getting old now, mate, to learn about YouTube. So interests me. Yeah. Well, you're never too old for YouTube. I do not think anybody is ever too old to YouTube. There are so many people that ask me, hey, I want to do, I miss you, my friend. Hey, great stream. Thank you. Yep. So everybody needs to start a YouTube channel. I think everybody has a voice. Everybody has a story, and it's not hard. You can do it from your phone. And then if you get really excited, then you can get crazy and spend a bunch of money that you don't need to spend, but you can. And thanks so much for watching, and thanks for watching the process of chat. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, here's my call to action. Please subscribe to my channel. If you'll notice, that's interesting. Why subscribe not work? Anyway, please subscribe. My subscriber count's been going up. I'm really excited. My goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of June. I know that's a vanity goal. That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean I'm doing better videos or anything. I want to continue to do the videos that I do and keep making them informational and useful to you. And so subscribe to let YouTube know that, hey, you like my stuff, and I'm open for options and hints and expectations, and just tell me what you'd like to see and let me know that has something to do with content creation, because that's where I'm at. So everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you also for those who hit that like button. And that's it. I'm out of here. Here's the outro. All right. YouTube's going to say, go watch that next video. Go watch that next video. YouTube knows what they're talking about. Go watch that next video. And then hit that subscribe button.